Hello, today we'll be talking about Sawsbuck, the second of two normal grass Pokémon as of the filming of this, the other being its pre-evolution Deerling who evolves at level 34. Sawsbuck's previous PYC dates are October 4th, 1997, July 25th, 2000, May 16th, 2003, March 6th, 2006, December 25th, 2008, October 16th, 2011, August 6th, 2014, May 27th, 2017, March 17th, 2020, and January 6th, 2023. Like Deerling, I'm excited to talk about Sawsbuck. Not because of any specific memory, but because I love the concept of this Pokemon. It's a great way of showing off the seasons mechanic introduced in Gen 5. While Deerling does this well enough, it's clear that Sawsbuck was the main intent of this mechanic. It shows off the different seasons brilliantly. Since there isn't gender dimorphism, and it isn't a male-exclusive evolution, despite its English name, it's likely based on reindeer/caribou, which have antlers in both sexes. This feels particularly evident in its winter form, which has a white tuft of fur under its neck. For some reason, its autumn form always reminds me of Bambi, from Disney's Bambi, particularly the iconic image of him. This image is helped by Deerling, particularly in its winter form, resembling Bambi. As for how I most know Sawsbuck, I most know it and Deerling from New Pokemon Snap, where they can appear in Elsewhere Forest, in each of their 4 forms, depending on which path the player takes. Anyway, let's get into the Bulbapedia article. Before I do, though, I didn't have time to finish the Bulbapedia section or do the anime section, so I'll add those in the Sick Day redo. Hello and welcome to the Bulbapedia section of the video. Today we're talking about Sawsbuck, the season Pokemon, whose number is 0586. This is Spring form Sawsbuck, this is what it looks like. This is Summer form Sawsbuck, this is what it looks like. This is Autumn form Sawsbuck, this is what it looks like, and this is Winter form Sawsbuck, and this is what it looks like. Type is normal grass. Abilities, chlorophyll or sap sipper. Serene Grace is its inability. Gender ratio is 50-50, catch rate is 75 or 17.5%. Breeding is egg group field, hatch time 20 cycles, height is 6'3" or 1.9 meters, weight is 203.9 pounds or 92.5 kilograms. Base experience yields 166. Leveling rate is medium fast, EV yield is 2 and attack. Shape is that, footprint is that, Pokédex color is brown, and base friendship is 70. Sawsbuck is a dual-type normal/grass Pokemon introduced in Gen 5. It evolves from Deerling starting at level 34. Sawsbuck has 4 forms: Spring form, Summer form, Autumn form, and Winter form. Sawsbuck changes forms depending on the location the game was loaded in. In Paldea, Spring form corresponds to South Province, Summer form to East Province, Autumn form to West Province, and Winter form to North Province. When it debuted, Sawsbuck's form changed based on the season. From Gen 6 to 8, its form could not be changed at all, and only the Spring form could be found in the wild, with the other forms being obtainable exclusively via transfer from a Gen 5 game or from Pokemon Go. Biology: Sawsbuck is a brown and cream deer-like Pokemon with rhomboid ears and darker ear insides. Its eyes have light orange markings that curve down to the sides of its face. It has a dark brown nose, and it sports cream fur on its chin and sides of its face. Light orange stripes rim its underbelly, and its back is decorated with spots. Its appearance changes depending on the season. During the spring, a tuft of cream fur appears on its chest. Its antlers are adorned with pink flowers, and the spots on its back are pink. During the summer, its tail points up. It grows tufts of fur on the back of its head. Its antlers sport green leaves, and its spots are green. During the fall, it sports a cream tuft of fur on its chest. The leaves on its antlers are red and brown, and its spots are orange. During the winter, the cream fur turns white. Tufts of white fur appear on its chest and lower limbs. Its antlers are coated in white, and its spots are white. Sawsbuck lives in herds led by the Sawsbuck with the most splendid antlers. In Gen 5, Horn Leech was its signature move. Forms: Sawsbuck has 4 forms: Spring form, Summer form, Autumn form, and Winter form. Sawsbuck can live almost anywhere as they adapt to the season, but prefer to live away from humans. It is herbivorous. Sawsbuck have been referred to as the harbingers of spring. There are many enthusiasts out there who love the different forms of Sawsbuck. However, the Winter form is the least popular of them all. The flowers on Spring form's antlers grow slower due to absorbing nutrients. The paler the spring form's flower is, the more beautiful Sawsbuck apparently becomes. The thicker and larger the brooch leaves are, the more majestic summer form Sawsbuck becomes. Summer form's leaves can be used to make black tea, which has a different taste depending on the region. In Paldea, the tea has a more aromatic taste. The darker the autumn form's red foliage is, the more stylish it is considered. Autumn form Sawsbuck have short tempers, and the males notably fight each other incessantly. Winter form Sawsbuck are calmer and easier to tame during the winter. Hence, it is considered the perfect time to obtain winter form Sawsbuck as a partner. Spring form, summer form, autumn form, winter form. Evolution, Sawsbuck evolves from deerling, so spring form, deerling, spring form, Sawsbuck. Summer form, deerling, summer form, Sawsbuck. Autumn form, deerling, autumn form, Sawsbuck. Winter form, deerling, winter form, Sawsbuck. Game data, Pokédex entries in Gen 5, black. They migrate according to the seasons. People can tell the seasons by looking at Sawsbuck's horns. White, the plants growing on its horns change according to the season. The leaders of the herd possess magnificent horns. Black 2 and White 2, they migrate according to the seasons. So some people call Sawsbuck the harbingers of spring. In Gen 6, X is Black's entry, Y is Black 2 and White 2's entry, Omega Ruby is Black and X's entry, Alpha Sapphire is Black 2, White 2, and Y's entry. In Gen 9, Spring form, Scarlet, it seems that a Sawsbuck with many flowers on its antlers will grow at a slightly slower pace because the flowers absorb the Pokemon's nutrients. Violet, there are many Sawsbuck enthusiasts. The paler the pink flowers that bloom on its antlers, the more beautiful the Sawsbuck is considered to be. For summer form, Scarlet, there are many Sawsbuck enthusiasts. The thicker and larger the branches and leaves on its antlers, the more majestic the Sawsbuck is thought to be. Violet, this Pokemon's leaves can be made into a black tea, the taste of which varies depending on the region of origin. Paldea's is especially aromatic. For autumn form, Scarlet, there are many Sawsbuck enthusiasts. The darker the red of the foliage that hangs from its antlers, the more stylish the Sawsbuck is thought to be. Violet, Sawsbuck in their autumn form are known for having very short tempers. The males fight each other incessantly. For winter form, Scarlet, it's said that Sawsbuck are calm and easy to tame during the season when they take on this form, so it's the perfect time to make one your partner. Violet, though there are many enthusiasts for Sawsbuck as in species, the seasonal form in particular is not very popular. Spring form Sawsbuck in the Paldea Pokédex. So you've got a full evolutionary line image with spring form Sawsbuck and a bunch of spring form deerling, which looks to be kind of under the same tree that they were before, so I wonder if they were waiting for their parent or, the Sawsbuck or something. Then we got autumn form Sawsbuck in the Blueberry Pokédex. So you got another full evolutionary line image here. So you got 4 Sawsbuck here. At least these 2 are male, because they're fighting each other. And then we got a couple autumn form deerling as well. Game locations. Side game locations. Stats, base stats, HP 80, attack 100, defense 70, special attack 60, special defense 70, speed 95 for a total of 475. Type effectiveness, damage normally by normal, rock, steel, psychic, dragon, dark, and fairy. We do fighting, flying, poison, bug, fire, and ice, all for double, immune to ghost, resistant to ground, water, grass, and electric, all for half. Notes, if this Pokemon is given a ring target, the effectiveness of ghost-type moves is 1, so go from 0 to 1. If this Pokemon has Sap Sipper, the effectiveness of grass-type moves is 0, so it'd be 0 instead of half. Learn Step by leveling up. We'll do this Evo here, and then go down to 34, so upon evolution, it gets Horn Leech, 36 Chasm, 44 Double Edge, and 52 Solar Beam. By TM, we're skipping. By breeding, we're skipping. Nothing by prior evolution. Side game data for spring form. You got all this. Pokepark 2 Wonders Beyond, the Pokepark Pen entry. He is serious and grounded. He visited the arcane area because his friends encouraged him to have a trip to relax. Now he likes it and lives there. And all this. New Pokemon Snap in the Pokedex entry. This Pokemon's appearance changes with the passing of the seasons. Normally, you could never see all 4 forms of Sawsbuck at the same time, but Elsewhere Forest seems to be the exception. Summer form, got all this. Like Deerling, this seems to be the same one as the other forms. They're probably gonna all be the same. For autumn form, you got all this. Again, it's the same. Winter form, you got all this. Again, it's the same. Form data, Sawsbuck has 4 different forms based on the 4 seasons. These forms are interchangeable in Gen 5 and Gen 9, but not in other games. They are purely cosmetic. In Gen 5, in Black, White, Black 2, and White 2, the Sawsbuck will change its form to match the current seasons if it is in the party when the season changes. All wild bred and NPC trainer-owned Sawsbuck will match the current season, with the exception of those owned by NPC trainers in the Battle Subway and the Pokemon World Tournament, which are all spring form. When the month is January, May, or September, the season is spring, and it becomes spring form. When the month is February, June, or October, the season is summer, and it becomes summer form. When the month is March, July, or November, the season is autumn, and it becomes autumn form. When the month is April, August, or December, the season is winter, and it becomes winter form. Gen 6 to 8. From Gen 6 to 8, with the abandonment of seasons as a mechanic, Sawsbuck is unable to change forms. All wild and NPC trainer-owned Sawsbuck are spring form. Bred Deerling are in the same form as their mother, or the same form as the Deerling or Sawsbuck parent if bred with Ditto. The summer, autumn, and winter forms are only obtainable by a transfer from a Gen 5 game or from Pokemon Go. In Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon, only the spring form is available. Gen 9. In Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, Sawsbuck is once again able to change forms, but the form it will become is now based on the location that the game was loaded in rather than the season. Wild Sawsbuck vary in form based on location. In Paldea, spring form corresponds to South Province, summer form to East Province, autumn form to West Province, and winter form to North Province. Sawsbuck only change form if they are in the party. Area 0 does not affect Sawsbuck's form. In general, spring form Sawsbuck can be found in South Province, Area 6, and in 4-star Terra Raid battles, autumn form in West Province, Area 3, and North Province, Sokarat Trail, winter form in North Province, Area 1, Dalizapa Passage, and Glassado Mountain. Summer form Sawsbuck cannot be found in the wild in Paldea. In the terrarium, spring form Sawsbuck can be found in the savanna biome, autumn form in the canyon biome, summer form in the coastal biome, and winter form in the polar biome. Unlike in Paldea, the forms of Sawsbuck do not change in the terrarium. Bred Deerling are born in the same form as their female parent, or in the same form as the Deerling or Sawsbuck parent if bred with Ditto. Bred Deerling still change form when the game is loaded. In South Province, spring form Sawsbuck. In East Province, summer form Sawsbuck. In West Province, autumn form Sawsbuck. In North Province, winter form Sawsbuck. Evolution data, spring form Deerling, level 34, spring form Sawsbuck. Summer form, level 34, summer form Sawsbuck. Autumn form Deerling, level 34, autumn form Sawsbuck. Winter form Deerling, level 34, winter form Sawsbuck. Sprites here, so probably darker colors. Flowers for the spring, tree for the summer, these kind of leaves for the fall, and then no leaves or flowers in the winter. Shiny is this lighter brown. And looks like the pink might change slightly, the colors. So that seems to be the big difference. Is going to be the main body color. The green might be slightly different. Red might also be slightly lighter. Fall, and then winter. Yeah, just the difference is the main body, looks like. In Gen 6, you get the models. Pretty good adaptation, I'd say. Makes the foliage a lot more... Well, the texture makes it look a lot more like it's much bigger. The fall one, though, it's just a clump now. That's interesting. I think the antlers are larger for the winter form. Yeah, not really much changes for the shinies here. Yeah. Gen 7, not really much changes. Homes, you get these models. Animation. All four forms of Sawsbuck in Pokemon the series, black and white. Got all this. Ooh. Spring form Sawsbuck in Pokemon the series, black and white. Summer form Sawsbuck in Pokemon Horizons the series. Autumn form Sawsbuck in Pokemon the series, black and white. Winter form Sawsbuck in Pokemon the series, black and white. Now let's see why other people love Sawsbuck. Now let's look at fan art. Hello and welcome to the fan art section of the video. Nobody sent in fan art, so instead we're looking at DeviantArt fan art. For those of you who are familiar with the series, what we do is we go through these images until we find an image that doesn't contain a Sawsbuck. This is daily random prompt, winter night, May 22nd, by Siberian Things. This AI image of winter form Sawsbuck. Sawsbuck Spring by Bloxables, so it's just a frame from the front sprite of spring form Sawsbuck. Shiny Sawsbuck Springback by Bloxables, so it's just a frame from the Gen 5 back sprite of Shiny Spring Sawsbuck. This is 586 Sawsbuck Spring form by Code Geese 1218. This version, it's not like a black outline, but kind of brown outline, I guess, instead. Interesting. This is Sawsbuck Back by Bloxables. So it's just a frame from the Gen 5 back sprite of Springform Sawsbuck. This is 0586 Sawsbuck Summer by Aaron Tiger Tier. So it's this AI art of summer form Sawsbuck. This is daily random prompt. Leaf Fall, May 21st by Siberian Things. This AI art of autumn form Sawsbuck. This is Sawsbuck Adoptable by Minj Aung. Interior seems to be some sort of like a hybrid, or maybe between summer and fall form. That's very interesting. Very well done. While it says it's Sawsbuck, that is very clearly not Sawsbuck, so we're not going to count that and we're going to move on. Thanks to everyone who submitted fan art. I won't be streaming tonight because I simply don't have time. Tomorrow I'll be talking about Emolga. As always, this isn't my proper outfit. You'll see me tomorrow.